I never know. Oh, hello. Hello, my beautiful friends. I never know if I should like put music on or not, but I don't know. It feels kind of quiet in here. But maybe we'll just fill the void with my voice. Whoa, there's already a ton of people here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, some of my usuals. Hello, everybody. I love seeing new names. Hello. Chloe Crafts says that you've been watching my channel ever since I started. We got a long time. I am currently working on this whip of mine that I have not put down, I think for like a week now. I think we're on like day 6. I think I started this last Wednesday or last Thursday. But I have been putting in some serious work, like to the point where I just barely got out of the house today. Like I'd say I go to the gym like every other day. But other than the gym, I have not really left the house because I'm on a time crunch. Not typical for me, like to have a project on a time crunch. I usually just kind of like take my time. But Jordan and I are actually taking like a little getaway. It's a one day. We're taking literally one day in San Diego, and we're leaving Saturday morning. So I really want to get this project finished up for him by then, which means theoretically I would like to have this finished tonight because I am turning this into a tutorial. I have been filming this, but because I know that you guys are going to ask, let me do one more stitch here. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you should probably go follow me on Instagram because I've been kind of like subtly posting this photo, this whip. I love it. I freaking love this thing. So yeah, this is going to be Jordan's crochet polo t-shirt. I'm filming this for a size like medium men's, but honestly, I tried this on and obviously it's like a little bit oversized on me, but y'all know I love the oversized look. So this is what the shirt looks like. I'm so proud of this one. If you guys remember, Miss Chloe, you've been with me from the beginning when I made him that green men's sweater. Yes, it's gray and all, but it was so thick. I used 100% acrylic on that thing and it was so dense, like the stitch that I used, too heavy. So this time I'm switching it up and it's just a lot more lightweight. It's a lot thinner and I'm so proud of this. I just filmed the collar a couple of hours ago. I'm like getting chills like looking at it on camera right now. Thank you guys for all the love. Yeah, it's super comfy. I've had Jordan try it on as I've been like crocheting it just to make sure it was going to fit him just right. Because again, if you guys remember with that sweater, I think I made it a little bit too oversized. He says he loves it and all, but if I'm gonna like look at him wearing it, I thought it was like a little bit too baggy on him. So this thing, I wouldn't say that it's fitted, but I'd say that it fits him just right. Originally, I did want to go for more of like a slim fit on him because I kind of just like this crochet polo look kind of really reminds me of like 60s, 70s modern fashion. I mean, modern for the 60s. And I really like how like the models back in the day, it was very fitted. But Jordan was like, no, I don't want it fitted. So we adjusted, we made it fit just right on him. So yeah, this is going to be a tutorial. And of course, like this is so easy to make, like in theory, that even though I'm filming it for like a men's size, you guys could definitely adapt this to like a women's size, small, medium, large. It's really just like in theory, it's really just a front panel. It looks so good. I'm so proud. I haven't even like really looked at it yet. It's really just a front panel and a back panel, and obviously each panel is just like the width, like the front side of your body and then the back side. So again, when this tutorial comes out, even though this is like a lot larger than most of you guys want, literally just make it to your measurements, just chain less than me. But yeah, obviously I'm still filming the tutorial. It's almost done. And this will probably be out on my channel, I'd say probably in like 2 weeks time or so, maybe 3 weeks, just because I have other videos and stuff like lined up. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. Hello, everybody. Chloe, you made a video on your channel. Oh, you have a YouTube channel? Wait a second. I feel like, do I follow you? I feel like I've had a couple different people send me letters and show me like their pages. Hello. Oh, hi, everybody. Rose said slay. Laura. Hi, Laura. I feel like I haven't spoken to you in so long. Seen your name. Hello. Oh, you guys are asking the right questions. All y'all are like, what yarn are you using? So I have been raving about this yarn, and I think I bought a little bit too much for this project. Okay, I'm gonna go on a rant here in a second. But anyways, the yarn that I'm using for Jordan's polo is the Rico Design Fashion Cotton Light and Long Tweed DK. Such a long name, but it's essentially Rico Designs cotton tweed yarn. And this stuff, I think, is the softest yarn, the most buttery yarn I have ever felt. And that's no cap. Like, I will put money on that. If you guys have the chance to pick this up, like, you don't even have to use like my affiliate link. Like, if y'all just pick this up and feel it for yourselves, you'll be like, okay, yeah, Erin wasn't lying. This stuff feels so, my face here in the background, this stuff feels so amazing. I know it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but there is just like the ever so slightest bit of fuzz. Ignore my oily forehead, but this stuff feels so, so amazing. And yes, I haven't even said it yet. I believe this is consisting of cotton, acrylic, polyamide, and either nylon or viscose. Now, the nylon and viscose, or nylon and polyamide, it's only like 10% each. So the majority of this is really cotton and acrylic. And I've mentioned it in some videos and some videos that I'm filming right now, but even like at the stores, I picked up a bunch of like cotton acrylic mixes, and yeah, they're soft and all, but not like this. I don't know what the heck they did to make this feel so amazing. But even when I bought this yarn and I showed it to Jordan, he was like, I had him touch it and he was like, oh my gosh. And this stuff feels really, really amazing. So I believe this is in the shade Indigo, the one that I'm using right now, but I'm literally in love with it. It's not too bad for a price. I think it's about 200 meters and each ball is $10. To top it off, y'all know I love the chainette construction, and this really is like a, okay, hello, how to YouTube. This is a chainette construction yarn. So y'all know the chainette has a really, really gorgeous drape. Now, keep in mind for this project that I'm doing, I wouldn't really say that it's a dense stitch, but I am using a waistcoat stitch. So if you guys know waistcoat, you're kind of like doubling up on the yarn, like where you insert your hook in the middle of the stitch, you're not really picking up the top two loops. So you're kind of like overlapping yarn in a way. And so it is kind of making the pattern, or like the design itself, a little bit thicker. But just with this yarn, if you guys were literally just to like knit with this, I really wanted to knit him the polo, but it was going to take me way too long with my time crunch to one, knit it, and then to also kind of figure out sizing, because you guys know sizing with knitting is a lot more, you have to be a lot more precise than with crochet. But I really do want to knit with this yarn. It's going to be so, so lightweight. And again, even if you guys were just to use like single crochets or just regular double crochets, picking up the top 2 loops, this stuff is going to have such a nice drape. Like, can y'all, it's so hard to like show you guys, but like, can you guys see just how like lightweight this yarn is? It's literally, I think, my favorite yarn of all time. Hear me going on a yarn ramble, but I love this stuff. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Oh, I was like a little peeved because normally when I purchase yarn, all right, here's where I went wrong. Obviously, I didn't know for sure how much yarn I was going to need for this project, so I estimated for a men's size, I estimated I needed 7. I need 7 balls. This is currently my 7th ball, and looking at it now, I think I'm going to have enough. But a couple days ago, I was kind of stressing, and I was like, shit, I'm going to need more yarn. So I purchased 3 more balls. Too many. I think I only need 1 more at like the most. But here's the rub. I'm in a time crunch. I purchased the yarn, and then I was like, okay, express shipping. I need it now. I need it yesterday. So I paid $25 for 3-day shipping. Said 3-day air mail comes in the 3rd day after the day. Mowgli, stop. After the day that you ordered it. I purchased the yarn on a Thursday. Okay. Place the order at like 4 p.m. on a Thursday. It's Wednesday and I still don't have the yarn. And I paid for 3-day shipping. And, to sum up this rant, I emailed the company and I was like, hi, just letting you guys know. By the way, I didn't purchase the Rico design through Universal. I purchased it through yarn.com or webs.com because they have really great discounts on there. And essentially, I emailed them and I said, hey, this is on Monday. Hey, it's Monday. It's been 4 days since I ordered this yarn. Still have not received it. Oh, by the way, I paid $25 for your 3-day mail and it's not here yet. Hi, is it possible that I could get a refund on the express shipping part and only pay like standard shipping because my thing says it's not going to come till Wednesday. So 6 days after I've ordered the yarn. And they said, oh, hi. So, no, here's the thing. You ordered it after 1 p.m. on a Thursday, which means we don't ship stuff. We don't like process orders until Friday. So we process your order on a Friday. But technically, our brand, our weekend starts on a Friday. And if you read our like contact page, you would see that we don't ship out orders Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Usually businesses only do this for Saturday, Sunday. And I said, so technically, by the time that your item is shipped out on a Monday, you should receive it on a Wednesday, which means you are getting 3rd day mail. And I'm just like, all right, well. So I paid $25 for express shipping to get it in 7 days when I could have just paid standard mail and gotten it in the same amount of time. So that was my bad, I guess, for, not reading their policy page. But yeah, anyways, that is my little rant. And the thing is, I never pay express shipping for anything. Okay. Like ever. I don't know what it is. Like I'd rather just wait for it. But this is like one of the few times, like I said, where I am on a time crunch. And guess what? It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. Where's the yarn? The flipping yarn's still not here. So, the yarn's not here. I'm so bad. So if I happen to run out of yarn today before the yarn is delivered, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm going to email them again and be like, hey, hi. So now it's not 3rd day shipping anymore, is it? Regardless, I do like the website because they have a ton of deals. And the last time I ordered stuff from them, I wasn't on time crunch, so it didn't really matter. So I guess it's just my bad. technically they did have it up on their policy page. But, you know, when I was at checkout, you know, like with Amazon, like when you place an order, when you select like 2-day shipping or next day shipping, it'll tell you what day it's supposed to arrive. I feel like that's what the website should have done. Like, even though I selected 3rd-day mail, it should have been like, oh, because, like, warning, you're ordering it, like, your thing's going to be processed on a Friday, which means it's not going to ship till Monday. Whatever. It would have saved me $25, but I need to just let that one go. But yeah, anyways, I'm finishing up the sleeve. I'm getting it done. So yeah, that's how my day is going. I've just literally been working on this since I got up at 8 a.m. I did leave the house today, okay, for the first time, like just getting out. And I had fun. I I went to Joann's because I have been watching the Joann's app like a hawk because there are some new yarns that kept saying that they weren't in stock, like they weren't available for pickup anywhere or shipping. So I was like, what the heck? But then today I refreshed it and it said, hey, yo, your yarns are available at your Joann's. So I drove out to Joann's today and I filmed a little bit of it. But there are some really, really gorgeous new, like, I want to call it like drugstore yarn. Like, you know how like makeup artists, they have like the drugstore makeup and then they have the high-end makeup. I feel like we should start referring, is that weird? Like to start referring to yarn like drugstore versus high-end. Drugstore being like anything that's at Michael's, Joann's, or a major enterprise like that. Did I? Okay, I did work the decrease. Thank God. Yeah, I've been rambling way too much. Let's catch up what y'all are saying. I'm sorry, I've been chit-chatting. Oh, yes, and by the way, this is labeled as a number 3 DK or light yarn. So, like, literally perfect because you guys know I've been using worsted weight for so long. And, you know, lighter weight yarns just give you a better drape in general. So I really, like, could not recommend this enough. This feels so nice. And I think it's machine washable. I don't know about machine dryable, but feels super nice. My thing is not refreshing. My chat's not refreshing. Carrie Ann said that you commented on my most recent video asking if I could do swatches for my new colors. I'm sorry, I have not seen your comment yet. I've been out of the house since I left at like 2. I've literally just been working on this shirt all day. And then I got some late lunch with Jordan, so I haven't like checked my comments or anything yet. But at the moment, just because I'm super swamped, I don't think I'm gonna make swatches right now. But in the coming weeks, I do plan on using some of the hand-dyed yarns for a tutorial as well. I want to use my creme brulee yarn for a like crochet like flowy shorts tutorial because I do have a video that's like fitted booty shorts, but I just want something that's a little bit more like looser fitting and flowy and not as like bodycon looking. So once I start like making that video, I'll definitely be like posting it like swatches of what it looks like, probably over on my Instagram, like on my stories a lot. What was I gonna say? And then, oh my gosh, I think my favorite dyed yarn from my recent collection is the Garden Party, just the pastel colors. I also want to make a tutorial with that yarn, and I want to pair it with the Buddha mohair. I think the only thing is I probably won't be doing that for at least another month or so just because it's still very warm where I live. So I don't necessarily want to be making, I think I want to do like a top down, either knitted sweater or knitted top, or a top down crochet like cardigan or something with that yarn. But again, either way, with the mohair, I don't think I want to be like wearing that just yet. But I will be using my hand-dyed yarns in some upcoming tutorials. And yeah, so I don't know if I've told you guys yet either, but on another side note, Jordan and I are going to be house sitting for his family while they are away, which means I'm not going to be home for 2 weeks. Granted, I am going to be taking as much gear as I can, but I'm not going to be here at home for 2 weeks at the end of this month. So I'm either going to have to dye all of these orders right before I leave or rush it when I get back. I can only take so much in my car. I have a little 4-door car, so but yeah, I'm just going to be literally working on DIYs and projects and stuff while I'm house sitting for them. But I'm super happy. Oh yeah, in case I haven't even like mentioned it here in this live stream, yes, today I launched just like my new collection of hand-dyed yarns and the new crochet resin hooks, or resin crochet hooks. So in case y'all were wondering, that stuff is currently up for pre-order on my website. I think I have a total of seven new hand-dyed yarns, as well as 4 new crochet hook designs. So if you guys are interested, place your orders now before I leave for Vegas. That's where we're going, by the way. That's where his family's at. So, because I think I'm gonna try to bring some of the resin stuff while we're house sitting, but it's just so much to lug up in one like little car. And I have like a whole, like a whole setup here at home. So I don't know how much of that I want to like have to break down and bring. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. The new hooks are so colorful. I think, actually, I don't know what my new favorite hook colorway is. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I've got one set called Bulbasaur. I thought that was my favorite, but then I also like Ninja Turtle. But then the more I stare at the 24 karat, the gold flake resin hooks, I don't know which one's my favorite. Do you guys have a favorite from this latest launch? I was so blown away. One of my returning customers, returning friends, purchased like 6 hanks of the mohair, the Buddha mohair. I was very touched. It's just crazy that you guys really like support me and my business like that. But yeah, I'm really excited to start using some of my own hand-dyed yarns. They're just a lot more versatile. Like this newest collection is just a lot more neutral and like everyday. And I mean, for the most part, I want to stick to like more neutral stuff. I do still like, like pops of color, but I don't think I want anything too crazy at the moment, especially now that we're soon going to be transitioning into autumn, fall, like in the next month or two. Elizabeth said, why don't you have comments activated on your Instagram stories? I do. I should. Did you try to like leave a comment or something and like it wouldn't let you? Wait. Oh, on my Instagram stories. I'm pretty sure I do. That would be very strange if I don't. I don't even know how to turn that off. Let me see though. How do I how do I I don't even know where to go to look at it. Do I not? I don't even if you have, uh, any advice on how to, like oh, story settings. Oh, that's so weird. Well, I just changed it. I didn't even know that was a thing. Thanks for, like, telling me that. That makes sense why sometimes I post stuff, and then when people message me and they said, "Hey, I tried to, like, respond to your story, but, like, I couldn't do it, so I'm just DMing you." Well, now it's set to everybody. For some reason, I had it set to only people that I follow or something like that, or it was on off. Okay, well, thank you for the heads up. I did not even know that. My stories are currently updated. That really helps me out. Y'all are funny. Express shipping, that is actually regular shipping. See, my thing just updated now. Ooh, hello from the Philippines. All right, Julie, you're on board with the term drugstore for cheaper, affordable yarn. I don't want people to like, get the wrong rub, if I say like, oh, this is a drugstore yarn, because as we all know, okay, drugstore makeup is honestly, for the most part, very comparable to high end. Obviously, not all drugstores the same, but like, okay, drugstore is not a bad negative term, and I don't want anybody to take it wrong if I call, like Lion Brand or Red Heart or Karen like a drugstore yarn. But if y'all are on board, that'd be fun. Oh, that'd be so fun to make like a drugstore drugstore versus high-end yarn. People are gonna be like, what? They sell yarn at drugstores now? No, but that'd be cool. Dried Wildflower said, "So I have company over right now, and I got the notification that you went live, and I literally ran to my room to watch." What is your company doing right now? Are they just like in a different room? Don't tell me y'all put me up on the big screen at your home, okay? Because Jordan's family does that to me all the time. It's honestly the first few times that she did that to me, I was so nervous, but I just kind of like like I don't expect it now, but I don't get as embarrassed. I I shit you guys not. The first time that I went to go meet Jordan's extended family, we are at just like his grandparents' house, and sisters and in-laws and everybody was over. This is literally my first time meeting them all except his mom. And she's like, "Oh yeah, Aaron does YouTube. Like, let's put it on." And I was like, "Oh no, like it's good. Please don't do that." And they have like a plasma, and everybody was just sitting down. We had like 10 people, okay, sitting down at the couch. And they pulled up my YouTube and started playing all of my videos. And I mean all of them, just like one after another. And I'm just like sitting in the chair, like sweating. I remember Jordan looked at me and I was like dripping. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm being put on blast right now. And they loved it. They were just like very, very supportive. But, it's one thing to like film by myself and like edit, myself, like on my computer alone. But it's another thing to literally watch yourself talking while 10 people are just watching you, and everybody was silent. Everybody was just silent. Okay. We were literally like eating ice cream, just like this. Just like, and his grandma was like watching like a tutorial. Like we're all sitting there watching it, and I'm like explaining like, okay, to single crochet, you do this, and then yarn over, and then do this. And she's literally sitting in the chair like this. She goes, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see." Just like the whole time, it was so cute. But so yeah, please don't tell me you put me on blast and your company's watching me right now. Hello, new people. Oh, my stuff just. I cannot believe that my Instagram stories has been messed up like that this whole time. I think it was probably just set like that when I first created my Instagram, years ago. And then when I transitioned it over into like my, I guess you could say like my businessstagram, I just never knew. But that explains a lot of things. So thank you for catching that for me. I didn't even know that you could change something like that. So that's my bad. But now you can reply to my stories if you want. I feel like a big old dummy. Katie, or Catherine, sorry, Catherine. Okay, you have a couple things that you said. You said, is there anything other than a sweater I could make with the mohair yarn? You could make, I mean, depending on how you use mohair, you could virtually make anything. I don't know if you saw my video where it was like a faux mohair yarn, but I made like a tube top out of that. Mohair is really good because a lot of people will literally like double strand with a superwash wool or like a merino wool, and they'll add in the mohair yarn to give it fluff and like extra warmth. But if you don't want a sweater, like you want it to be like almost like a summertime type of item, you could literally just single strand with it or double strand with mohair and make like a lightweight like tank top. You can honestly make anything with mohair, so it just kind of depends on how you use it. If you've seen some of my raglan sweaters, I will just single strand with the faux mohair or like the mohair yarn and make like double crochets or treble crochets with the mohair. So it's super like breathable. It's not hot at all. Like there's literally like a bunch of ventilation and airflow. It's not like heavy and hot like a sweater. It literally just depends on how you use it. And then I saw a comment, Catherine, to address you. You said, sorry, you said you love my hooks, but the ones that you got are kind of sticky in the middle. Do you recommend washing them? Send me an email because I've only had a couple people email me with that problem. I've had somebody ask me, they said, like, yeah, my hooks, like one of my hooks, like out of the set of 6, they said one of them was like sticky and tacky. And I don't know what's causing that because when I ship everything out, I do like a last minute, like, I guess you could say like a quality control like check. So I'll like literally feel the hooks. I'll like run my fingers over them to make sure everything is like smooth and good to go. So the fact that some of them are arriving like sticky and then some of them aren't, again, I'm not 100% sure like what's causing that. Um, the resin is definitely set, so the fact that it's sticky, it makes me think that it might be like maybe like a shipping transportation, like not issue, but like something happened like in transportation. Maybe like the package itself got too hot or whatever the package was sitting on. Maybe there was like, I don't want to say metal, but like I'm honestly not sure again, like what's causing that because I've had a couple people email me with that problem and they're like, it's just one in the whole set. So it doesn't make sense, why like I'd get it if all of them were messed up like that. That would be like an error, that like something I wasn't catching something. But if only one is messed up, I don't know what is causing that. Um, if you so okay, one, if it's sticky, what happens after I gloss the hooks and everything? I typically let them sit outside, like on a table or like on a chair for just like breeze and like sunshine because typically the sunlight, the UV rays from the sunlight help to cure the resin faster. So you can try sitting that hook out like on a table or something outside for like a day or half a day, a couple hours, and just like let the wind and sun and shit like do its thing and check on it again. If it's still sticky, then send me an email and I'll just send you out a replacement because that should not be a problem. But That's typically what I do is after I'm done like making a batch and I cure the back of them with resin, I first do it under UV light, but even after the light, I'll put them outside for, I'd say probably like 6 hours or so. And then I move them back inside. I rewash them. Um, and sometimes if they're still sticky, I'll just put a fan on it for like a day. Like I'll just have like a fan or something running on it. But yeah, when I ship things out, I double check everything. So I don't know why like one hook or two hooks in the whole batch end up messy because again, I do the whole like I do all of the sets together. So it would make more sense if like they were all janked up, but I don't know what's happening. I have had somebody else message me too, and they said just because they live in such a hot area that their hooks they're just getting like bendy, and it's like here if I'm outside I can't use the resin hooks because 100-degree weather is way too hot for the resin. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not metal, you know, it's, I guess you could say it's like plastic or chemicals. But yeah, regardless, try out those techniques. And if nothing's happening, give me an email and I'll sort your shit out for you. I'll fix it. I promise. That's what I'm here for. I can't speak. I have had to send out, I want to say since I started making hooks, I probably had to send out to four, I want to say maybe four or five different people have had to like fix like one hook in their set. So it's not too bad, especially because, you know, I'm making this stuff like by hand. There's bound to be errors, but yeah, regardless, send me like go to my website where you ordered the hooks from and obviously just send me an email through there or just, you know, my email is pretty much everywhere. So let me know how it goes. Yeah. Catherine, you said they're grabbing onto my cat hair. I feel you because I got Mowgli and his hair's on everything. But regardless, I don't want that to like keep being an issue for you. I want you to like be able to actually use the hook. So yeah, test out the like little outdoor method and let me know how it goes. I'm still here at home for another like week and a half almost. No, like week and a half. So I can still make you a replacement or send you a replacement before I leave to house sit. We are speeding up with this sleeve. I'm getting so close. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because like I said, I'm trying to get this thing done. How many rows do I have? I can't even see. Oh, okay, I see now, I think. 18. Wait, I can't even see. Wait, hold up. Okay, I see now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 6 more rows, and then I can work on the ribbing. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Hello, all the new people. Welcome. Oh, there are 66 people here. Welcome to the live stream. For all my people that are just tuning in, I'm finishing up a crochet polo that I'm making for Jordan at the moment. And I'm very close to finishing, hence the intense focus. But yeah, welcome everybody. We've just been talking about the resin crochet hooks, the new yarn that I launched. Today, the new hook designs that I launched today. I have a bunch of just like the hook sets in general already made and ready to ship out. So even though it says pre-order right now, like I said, if you guys order your stuff within like this next week, I could have it shipped out to you ASAP instead of you guys having to wait like the actual 3 to 4 weeks for me to make it from scratch. So that's a little pro if y'all order soon. They're literally packaged up and ready to go. But the yarn, on the other hand, I have to dye that. So that's that. That's that. Rose the mushroom said, "Is crochet your full-time job or do you have another job?" This is my full-time job. It's crazy to say that. I know a lot of y'all probably think for me to have this as my full-time job, I'm probably balling. I'm not balling, okay? We're balling on a budget. YouTube itself does not pay that much, which is why having this small business like on the side of YouTube is very important, because without that, it would not be sustainable. I'd say YouTube, like for YouTubers who that's like their sole job, it can be sustainable. Um, but again, everybody's income is different with YouTube, just the way that they monetize and market videos and stuff. But for the most part, I'd say unless you're like around, I don't know, like at least 100K, if not like 150K plus, you're not making a ton of money with YouTube, which is why I have my side business. And that's why you guys like purchasing from me is extremely helpful. I don't know if I think I've mentioned it a handful of times, but Jordan and I, we're not moving yet. We don't even know where we're moving to, but we are in the process of looking to move. Um, we still haven't like narrowed down where we want to move, but if it was just YouTube, I could not afford to pay rent. Like it's not, I mean, at least just for my YouTube, I'm not balling like that. So again, the small business really helps because that's going to allow us to physically move. Yeah, crochet is my full-time job. I sleep with yarn on my mind. I eat every meal thinking about yarn that I want to buy and yarn that I want to use and what types of projects I want to make with what yarn. Like 24/7 crochet and thinking of like new tutorials, just new videos for you guys and new yarns to dye. It's very exciting. I would say I'm probably at the yarn store, like at least like the drugstore yarn store, probably like 3 times a week. Just because even I wouldn't say I buy yarn from the store like weekly, but just like going to the store and seeing new yarn that's out, seeing new colorways, new types of fibers really helps to like get like the imagination jogging. So, or like the creativity flowing. So yeah, gotta always be on the next wave, think of the next thing. Erica said she's watching from New Jersey with Grace, your cat. Meow, meow, meow. Mowgli, I wasn't talking to you. Go back to sleep. I was talking to Grace. All right, that's row 10. 5 more rows, y'all. And then I can work on ribbing for another 7. I really, really want to get this done today. Hello. Madeline, you bought the Bulbasaur hook set today. So excited to try the hooks out. I'm excited. I should probably have your order shipped out here very soon. I haven't checked all the orders yet today, so I don't know how many other orders of Bulbasaur have been placed, but like I said, I have a bunch of hooks already made up and like ready to ship out. So I could probably, because I'm going out of town here soon, I could probably send out your hooks by probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. So you definitely don't have to wait the 3 to 4 weeks for pre-orders typically. I was just really like on the gun trying to get everything in order. But I appreciate you, Madeline. Literally, you purchasing from my small business helps me to get by. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's the same thing like with you guys just watching my videos. Y'all literally clicking on my videos helps me pay the bills, like literally. So it actually means a lot, like a lot. Especially that you guys are willing to like spend your earned money on little old me. I could cry. Okay, somebody said, I want to crochet a fluffy summer cardigan. Do you have any recommendations for yarn? Actually, I mean, just off the top of my head, I do because I was at the yarn store today. First and foremost, Karen cakes. Karen has a new line of cakes called latte cakes, and you just need to Google it, okay? It's extremely fluffy. I think it's acrylic and nylon, if I'm not mistaken, but it looks almost like eyelash yarn. It kind of looks in between like a mohair yarn and an eyelash yarn. Very long, super soft, fluffy, like fibers coming off of the yarn. So yeah, latte cakes would be my first recommendation. Um, on top of that, okay, I'll be honest. I am not a fan of the Karen Ogo yarns. If you guys know, you know. It's okay. It's not terrible yarn. It's just like their standard like acrylic yarn. It's like But today, again, I was at stores and they have a new line. I don't even remember what it's called. But it's part of like their Ogo line. But it's similar to the latte cakes in the sense that it has a bunch of like fluff and fuzz coming off of the acrylic yarn. I don't remember what the composition of fibers was for the Karen yarn, but again, very like in between mohair and like eyelash yarn, very fluffy. And I would pick up that yarn over like their standard Ogo acrylic yarn. It's like whatever, but they have a fluffy yarn too. So those are going to be my two like off the top of my head like drugstore yarn recommendations for a fluffy sweater. But if you guys know, you know, okay, about Karen latte cakes, excuse me, that stuff feels amazing. Amazing. I would actually even, yeah, I'd use that even for like a summer. Am I doing this right? For a summertime project, even though it's acrylic and nylon. Where's my stitch? Oh, I didn't split that right. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to crochet, count stitches, and talk at the same time. This is row 11. We're getting so close. Okay. Let's read some more comments. Hi, everybody. Can y'all tell how excited I get to like live stream with you guys? It's funny because I feel like obviously like I never have to like fake just who I am when I'm like videoing, like filming by myself. But whenever I get on live streams, it's just like a different energy, okay? Y'all bring the vibes. And I get into like a mood when I'm talking to y'all. So if you guys are new here and you're like, this is not the same Erin from the videos, no, because y'all hype me up and get me excited to talk about arts and crafts. Erica said, Grace just came out of my closet when she heard you. Meow, meow, meow. Grace. Meow, meow. He's like, what? I'm not a cat. No, you're a very good boy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Hi, Miss Grace. You being good kitty or bad kitty? Oh, okay. I saw somebody else said something. Oh, okay. Annie. Hi, Annie. Said, how do you crochet big projects? My wrist and index finger, is it index, this one? Index finger always hurt after a while. So I've gotten this question a lot. Like, my hands are hurting, my wrist is hurting a lot when I crochet. What do you do? I'll be honest with you guys. Typically, just like the projects that I choose to work on, even if they're big projects, my wrists never hurt. I don't know if it's just the way that I hold my yarn and the way that I hold my hook, but I never like get like wrist cramps or anything. I will say, I've talked about this before. The only part that hurts when I crochet for a long time is the pad of my thumb. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay, I've also talked about this on live streams. Okay, this thumb, this bad boy is muscular. Okay, I know y'all probably can't tell. This probably is like wimpy. Do y'all see? Okay, this thumb, okay, knockout punch, just with this muscle. I shit you not. This thumb is very muscular. And when I crochet for a long time, I do get lactic acid buildup in my thumb. So I want to say every couple of hours, if I ask Jordan, he will literally just massage, just like right here, and he'll like rub it out. And even Jordan will tell me, like, dude, your thumb is buff. And then he'll like touch this one. He's like, oh, this one's like wimpy. But this bad boy, can you guys like see like the striations in my thumb? This thing is, it's intense. If anybody ever tries to rob me, I'll just be like this. No money for you. No credit cards for you. Try to steal my yarn in the Joann's parking lot. Who do you think I am? I came prepared. But yeah, to answer your question, I have heard people that get like wrist pain a lot. And I feel like the most obvious advice would be you really can't work on it too long. And even with me, once the thumb starts hurting, it doesn't just get better over time. You just have to stop and put down your project, which is why it's always nice to have like two different projects going. The muscles that I use to crochet are very different from the muscles that I use to knit. So if you're still like in the creative mood and you still want to get work done, you should always have like a knitting project on hand and a crochet project on hand. Also, it could just be like I've noticed like with fatter hooks, like a 10 millimeter, it doesn't even matter if I've just started crocheting. My thumb will burn instantly. It's just like a big fat hook. So maybe a project that has a smaller size hook. But other than that, like wrist, I have seen people do a lot of this. They'll do like these. It's called the doorknobs. Like this. That looks so inappropriate. I'm going to stop. But do this with your wrists, okay? I've also seen people stretch like this, like this. That feels pretty good. It feels good. And then they do these two. These. Boom. And then doorknob. Doorknob. So you could do those. I have also heard of people who wear compression gloves. That could be a thing that you could look into. I don't wear them, but I have seen and heard people talk about it's almost like a wrist guard, but it's like a compression glove. So try that out. You guys are flippin' funny. Carrie Ann. I don't even think I could say this on the chat without getting demonetized. Doorknobs or bitty bisters. That is funny as heck. Monica, I have no friends that crochet, so I love your channel because it makes me feel like I have someone to crochet with. Welcome. Um, Out of all my friends, I only have one friend of mine who actually crochets, but she's in school right now, so she doesn't like crochet like on the regular. And we've only like crocheted together one time, and I've known her for years. So we're in the same boat. I don't have any like close family members or friends that knit or crochet. So it really is like a solo sport. We out here carrying the team on our back, one man team, lone wolf. It's a life of an artist. A lot of artists are solo dolo. But yeah, I'm here with you. Crochet with me. I'm crocheting right now. I'm gonna get back to it. Um, Carrie Ann, which Michaels do you go to? I go to the one on Summit, and its yarn selection doesn't seem as good as yours. Wait, Carrie Ann, girl, you be stalking me because you close by. Wait a second, you're close. Okay, well, don't say it here. I don't want people to freaking like be stalking us, but DM me. You live really close to me. I visited the Michaels on Summit probably like 3 or 4 times now, just because I like to get a break. Um, I kind of bounce between 2 or 3 different Michaels. I go to one that's in, is it Ontario or is it considered Chino? I think it's considered Chino. But there's like a couple different ones that I go to. And then I also go to 2 or 3 different Joannes. I will literally travel 20, 30 minutes in traffic just to like see a new Joanne's. So that's crazy. You're so close by. I know which one you're talking about, Summit. I've actually only gone, no, I take it back. I've only gone to Summit like twice because they had really great like options for clearance that my Michaels doesn't really have. Um, I thought the selection at Summit was pretty good. So if you're there, they definitely had a bigger stock than the one that I go to. They never really get like new yarns at like my usual Michaels, but the Summit one has a really good stock. I've also gone to a Michaels in, I think it's considered Chino or Ontario, and they have a really, really great selection there too. They just carry a lot more yarn than mine, and I love it. That's so crazy. You're so close. Jess, you guys are effing funny. Jess said, not the bitty bisters. See, this is why I love coming on the live stream because y'all are just as goofy as me. Is that the next name for yarn? The next colorway? Bitty bisters? I am dead. I'm literally gonna be laughing about that for the rest of the night. You guys just made my day. Made my day. Okay, I need to finish this up. I'm just getting so sidetracked. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A sleeve with a taper? Who are we? I'm just adding a little bit of a taper just because, typically with a like standard like boxy tee like this, y'all know how like the boxy sleeves look like when you put them on, they like literally like stick out and they're just like so big and baggy. And like I said, I want more of like a fitted look. So we going with the tapered sleeve, okay, for comparison. Why am I talking like this? Here's the other one. Look at this taper. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Patrick reference? Anybody? No? But yeah. I'm so excited. It's almost done. Okay. Let us finish these up. My starting on the wrong side. Wait. No, I think this is right. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I think I got 3 more rows. 3 more rows. Okay, where my energy at, y'all? Where my people at? Brenda asked if I would be interested in designing knitting needles and adding them to my shop. Are you referring to like resin knitting needles or just like wooden or something like bamboo knitting needles? Because ever since I started making the resin crochet hooks, I've gotten so many requests for resin knitting needles, and I cannot find hook molds anywhere or needle molds anywhere. Um, So I would love to, but I don't think, at least right now, it's not an option. I think if I had like a major warehouse or something, I could do it with like their gear and whatnot, but I don't think it's in the cards for resin knitting needles. Unless, did I get it? Unless, I don't know, Joanne's warehouse decides to take me on or something. Why can't I pick up this stitch? Okay. Mm. Y'all, it's been an hour? It's been an hour? How did I learn to crochet? Well, I've actually talked about this quite a bit, but my aunt and my grandmother both kind of taught me around the same time. I believe I was, I think I was in the fourth or the fifth grade. So I'm not great at math, okay? But I've been crocheting on and off for probably like between 18 and 19 years now. Some years I was really on it and obsessed with it. And then other years, you grow up and there's just other things that catch your eye, sports, hobbies. But crochet was always something that I came back to. Um, but yeah, I just learned at a really young age. Did I decrease? Oh, I didn't even get there yet. I'm silly. Yeah, I just learned to crochet pretty young. Um, and for the last like 17, 18, or maybe 16, 17 years, I actually never made a garment ever. For several years, all I made were scarves, which are just like a big rectangle, and I made baby blankets for people who were with child. But it literally wasn't until right around the time that I started my YouTube channel that I was like, okay, wait, there's some like gorgeous fashion. And I started making clothing, but yeah, I've only been making clothing for like 2.5 years. And there's so much I want to make. But yeah, a lot of my crochet, I would have to say, for the most part, I'd say is self taught. Obviously, when I learned to crochet, I think the first stitch that I ever learned was probably a single crochet or a double crochet. And then the second stitch that I ever learned to make was the shell stitch or like the fan stitch. But other than that, it was really just like reading, what is it called? Like people's, because it wasn't even YouTube. Like when I learned to crochet, like how young I was, YouTube wasn't like popping, like there wasn't like tutorials like there are now. Like articles, like reading people's articles, like online. What is that called? People have a blog, a blog. So, yeah. But if you're trying to learn how to crochet, I would definitely say a tip that I have just recently started like taking myself is you should purchase, you don't even need a bunch. Go purchase like one crochet stitch book, like a stitch dictionary, because it can teach you so much. You can learn so many different stitches, and all those stitches can be applied to something. You can alter everything and anything to make whatever you want. So yeah, I'd recommend getting like a stitch book if you're trying to like up your designs, up your skill level. We're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah, how many rows is this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's 15. Okay. Aw, Amy said, can't wait to see Jordan in the polo. Yeah, like I said, we're going to San Diego this weekend, which is why I'm trying to get this polo done because one, I don't make him a lot of things, and I want him to be able to like wear this out and about in San Diego. And then also I was like, I want to film you in it. I want to get some clips of like you modeling. Oh, in case you guys didn't know, for all of my new subscribers here, Jordan is my boyfriend. He is a freelance photographer, but he also does acting and modeling. So that's why I want to shoot him in the polo this weekend, which is why I'm on a time crunch. And ideally, I would like to finish this tonight because even though I don't need it until Saturday, I mean, like, come on, I really don't want to be like crunching to do this on a Friday night. Okay. Like, I need to pack. I got other things to do. I got to edit. It's getting dark in here, ain't it? Ain't it? Should we just keep this live stream going? Are we feeling the energy? Am I slowing down? Do I need coffee? What's up? Somebody tell me what's up. Somebody. Can they turn on the lights? Because I need to turn on the fan too. Hold up. Don't look at my feet. Don't look at my feet. I'm here, guys. Hi. Oh, hi, Mr. Dog. You stinky. Hi, good boy. You're a good boy. I'm coming back, y'all. Coming back. I'm back. I was vlogging earlier today, and I told myself I kind of look like Xenon from the 21st century. No? Anybody? The brunette Xenon. Okay. I'm back. Let's, come on, comments. Refresh. Refresh. Somebody commented. Oh, Melanie, new subscriber here. I knit, but I love watching what you come up with to crochet. Hello, Melanie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just blanking right now. Yeah, I'm crocheting. I do a little bit of knitting, not a lot, but I do enjoy me a good old knit. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but because I have so much, I'm going to have so much leftover Rico design yarn, I want to knit with this next and maybe make myself like a matching polo top with Jordan. So I'll be knitting soon. But I was going to tell y'all something and I blanked. Trying to finish this up. Have you ever heard of Premier Yarns? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. At least near me, I've only seen Premier Yarns in one Michaels. And they had very limited stock. Ironically, I was on Instagram a couple days ago and I got an ad for Premier Yarns. And I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I checked out their website and they have a ton of yarn. Like, obviously, I just never like really looked into it. And the yarns look very gorgeous. I wish they were just more in stock around me. That way I could like do a haul and like a review and like have some suggestions. But I filmed like another I just finished editing it yesterday, but I filmed another like affordable, I guess you could say drugstore yarn for summer. And I was pleasantly surprised at the few bits of Premier yarn that was in store. One of them was a Premier home cotton yarn. Very, very comparable to Lily Sugar and Cream. Same yardage, same price point, and same mixture of fiber. I believe it's essentially 100% cotton. But if you guys know me, I don't really care for Lily Sugar and Cream. It's because I'm more into making clothing. Sugar and Cream is too rough for me. Granted, it's a very, very strong cotton fiber. So if you wanted to make accessories, bags, home decor, anything like that, that yarn would be so, so great for that. But if you're trying to make clothing, Lily Sugar and Cream is like not the way to go. But like I said, the Premier home cotton yarn, same exact type of yarn, but way, way more touchably soft. So I was very impressed just upon feeling that. And then they also had a Premier Cotton Fair yarn. It's labeled as a sport weight number 2, but when I was feeling it out, it kind of looks like it would be it kind of looks like it would be like a heavy, what am I looking for? A heavy fingering. It's very, very thin. But again, it felt very nice. And I'm pretty sure the Cotton Fair yarn is 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. So really nice, lightweight, breathable, but it had a really nice touch to it. So the little bit of Premier yarn that I've come across, I do like. I just wish there was more in stock, just more available. And unless I've used it before, I don't typically like to purchase yarn that I've never used like online because again, you never know how it's going to feel. You have no idea like the type of drape like online. If I was just looking at Sugar and Cream, I would think that it looks great. Colorways are endless, super cheap. So I'd end up buying a bunch of it, not knowing how it feels. So yeah, I don't really want to just like buy and spend like $100 on a bunch of yarn if I'm not going to like it. But it's pretty affordable too. I do like Premier. If you have some Premier suggestions for me or just like yarn suggestions in general, let me know here so I can check it out. I got a text from Jojo. Oh. All right, I can probably only do like another 15 or so minutes here on the live stream because I gotta make some dinner for my mama. Ooh, ooh, it refreshed and I don't know where the comments went. Jasmine said, "How did you start getting more views on your YouTube channel?" I just started a crochet channel and only have 3 videos and I'm trying to figure out how to get views. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of like a long-term thing. I started my YouTube channel in May of 2021. And I want to say for six plus months, I was only getting a couple hundred views on each video. And you're probably going to hate hearing this, but it's honestly the best tip I could give you guys is consistency. looking at it like logistically, YouTube, if you're looking to get like more views and like a larger audience, YouTube only like the way the algorithm works, it really only promotes videos and channels that are getting one, that are very consistent, and two, that are getting engagement. So, people have to be like commenting on the video. You should be commenting back, liking the video. But yeah, YouTube really only favors consistency, which is why I try so hard to post every Wednesday at 8 a.m. and every Sunday at 8 a.m. For the most part, I'm pretty good at that. But when I first started my YouTube, I was very, very inconsistent, just because I was new at it. I didn't really know how to edit. I didn't know what projects I wanted to make. And I didn't even really start getting like consistently posting like weekly. I want to say until like 7 or even 8 months in. No, it was more. I didn't even start like going like on a schedule until the following January. So that's like 7 months. And once I started posting regularly, I want to say for at least a month, then I started getting more views. So if you're trying to get like a larger audience, it really is important to kind of have like a schedule. And you don't have to post twice a week like I do. Like I said, I don't always post twice a week. Sometimes I will take a break. But if you're trying to grow your channel, YouTube notices consistency. So whether you want to make that once a week, twice a week, whatever that may be, try your hardest to post at the same exact time. So if you're going to post like on a Wednesday, like me, Wednesday, 8 a.m., always schedule it for 8 a.m. And over time, YouTube notices the consistency, just like the algorithm catches on that. If you're posting one week on a Tuesday at 12:43 p.m. and then 2 weeks later on a Friday at 8 p.m., it's not going to recommend your videos. So step number one, I'd really have to say, is just find a schedule, whatever that may be. You could even do it once every 2 weeks. It doesn't matter, but as long as you are consistent, that's step number one. Um, but yeah, I struggled with that for a long time. I mean, I still struggle with that from time to time too. Some of my videos don't hit. Y'all are like, forget that. We don't want to see your plant tour. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. But yeah, sometimes it just depends. You never know what's gonna catch people's eye. It's very funny because I've kind of learned with my channel. I do plan to some extent just the type of video that I'm going to be making. But it's funny because sometimes like a last minute video that I think of that there's like no planning and I just kind of like start filming it and then I just like edit it randomly. The videos that like I think of last minute and are on the spot end up being the ones that get the most views versus videos that I think of like a month in advance, like, oh, I'm gonna do this tutorial and the polo trend is whatever, is very popular right now, and I'm gonna plan it out and make it a really great video. And you go through all this work and you post it and it like flops, like it doesn't do well. But it's funny, like just the random freaking videos end up like being the best. So I would say for the most part, don't, although it is like a business, don't take it too seriously. Um, Wherever your creativity takes you, do it. If you have a spur of the moment idea, do it. You don't know how it's going to turn out. Um, yeah, like I've said, some of my videos, I haven't done it recently, but I have planned weeks, if not months in advance. It's a tutorial or it's a type of video that I've written down that I really want to do this and I want to do it right and film all these pieces right. But sometimes they just don't hit. I think it was one of the videos that I didn't even like expect to like do well was one of my like very first come yarn shopping with me videos. I think it was literally like something I thought of that day. I didn't even plan on filming it because at the time like I had never done anything like that before. It was mainly just like tutorials or crochet with me's. And then like I knew I had to hit Joann's and Michael's and at the time Hobby Lobby. And I was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna do like a really weird like vlog style, holding it and like setting it down on the shelves at the store and just like whatever yarn I come across, I'm gonna talk about it. And again, that was like very, very like spur of the moment. Like I was like, ah, okay, I'll just film it. And that is one of the videos. I think right, I don't know, I haven't checked it in a while, but I know it's over 100,000 views. And that was one of the like spur of the moment videos. Like no planning, just kind of like I'm gonna do it. And it turned out great. And just over time, it's gotten so many views. And I don't really know why, but so yeah, it's really just a hit or miss. You never know. Everything is content. Everything is content. Everything is content. Film everything you do. But yeah, that's like my super long rant about growth on YouTube. I don't know if you guys would like me to like ever do like a how to how to start a YouTube channel or like how to grow a YouTube type of video. Probably wouldn't do great on my channel just because it doesn't really fit into my niche. Mine's more of like crafting and clothing, but again, I feel like whatever videos I make, it's really not always for the views. Like sometimes I know there's certain videos that aren't going to do well, but I just want to film it because I enjoy it. Like I mentioned earlier, a little bit of shade on myself. I did like a plant tour video. It was like 30 minutes long. And I knew even before I posted it, even before I started filming, I told Jordan, I love plants. I love buying plants and taking care of my plants. And I was like, I think I want to film like a plant tour and just like talk about plants because I love them so much. And I told him, I was like, I know this has nothing to really do with my channel. And the percentage of crocheters and knitters out there that are going to want to watch like a plant video, probably like not even 10% of my audience. But I was like, I want to do it because I want to do it. So I filmed it and it did not do well. Like it's probably one of like my least watched videos, but I didn't care. I was like, I just liked it. I got joy out of it. So it doesn't matter if, what you're doing is trending or if it's not. And if you're thinking like, oh, it's not going to fit into my brand. Yes, there is a certain extent of like getting YouTube to notice you. You should have some type of like niche or, area, like commonality throughout all of your videos because that does help you to grow. But at the same time, if it's just something you want to do, then just do it. Like another video of mine, I knew wasn't gonna like do well, but I was like, I just want to film it for fun. Was it my birthday last year? Or is it this year? Was it this year, this January? Yeah, I think it was this January. I was like, I'm gonna film a glow up transformation for my birthday. And like obviously that's nothing to do with my branding, but I wanted to film it. I thought it was gonna be fun. And I had fun. And I had fun editing it. So that's my 2 cents on YouTube is do whatever excites you. And that's all. That's all, period. That's on that. That's all. That's all. Personal joy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's getting late. Amira, thank you. Thank you for saying you like my haircut. Thank you. It's my first day doing like space buns. I tried, it's so hard, trying to curl hair when it's short because it's it's like so short. If you curl it, if it gets too curly, you look like what's that person called? Shirley Temple. Okay. It don't look cute. So I curled it. It didn't look good. So I was like, I need to throw it up into something. So we just got Space Buns Xenon 21st Century over here. But I appreciate it. I've been enjoying the short hair a lot. I thought I was going to miss my long hair because, everybody does at some point. But it's been like almost 3 months now, and I do not miss it. I just keep going shorter. Even as I was getting my hair cut, this last time, in my head, I was like, "Am I gonna end up getting a pixie cut next time?" Like, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Speaking of hair, I know it'll probably completely fry my hair, but I was telling my hairdresser, you know, I'm kinda, like, digging, like, the Cruella de Vil hair, where you've got, like, half, like, white or, like, bleach blonde, and then the other half is, like, either black or, like, your natural color, and I told her, I was like, "I know it's probably gonna destroy half of my hair," but I was like, "I have a feeling." I was like, "Don't be surprised if I schedule an appointment one day and I tell you we're doing Cruella." And she was like, "Actually," she's like, "That'd be really fun to do." So, I'm not gonna do it yet, but I definitely can predict within a year's time, within a year's time, I'll I might be looking like Cruella de Vil here, okay? But what am I talking about right now? This is what happens on the live stream. Welcome, y'all. It is jumbled and frantic and mishmash and tish tosh all over here. Oh, my comments, they keep running away from me. Booty cake. What's up, booty cake? Sugar and cream is so scratchy. Yeah. Like, even if I were to use sugar and cream to make like a bag or, something for the home, whatever, just crocheting with it will give me like rug burn on my fingers. So for me and my little delicate fingers, I cannot. I just, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I would just rather not use it. So that's on Lily Sugar and Cream. That's on Delicate Hands. Alex said, "You mentioned the Karen cotton cakes in your video today. I've been making so many things with their summer colors. It is seriously one of my favorite and coziest everyday yarns." Yeah, um, I have finished filming the tutorial and finished making the bralette. If y'all are wondering, yeah, I filmed and have done a whole crochet scoop neck bralette tutorial. I just haven't like edited it and everything yet, but I love it. Like the cake that I used for that video for this tutorial, excuse me, I just burped. I used the Karen cotton cakes. It's a number 3 light DK yarn, and it is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And I really loved the feel of that Karen Cakes yarn. Granted, it's not, as touchably soft as the Rico Design cotton yarn, but again, for a for a drugstore cotton acrylic mix, felt very nice. It's very smooth on the hands, felt great to work with, has really good drape, has really good stitch definition. And I like the cotton acrylic mix because it's like best of both worlds. You get the really nice lightweight breathability of the cotton and like the durability at the same time with the acrylic mixed in. It's like it gives you like the touchably soft because like I just said, some cotton is not very soft. So throwing acrylic in the mix, it feels so nice. So nice. Let me count rows here for a second, but yeah, I really like the Karen cotton cakes. Did I do did I did I do too many rows? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. What's going on here? 2 more rows. Lord save my soul. Yeah, I've been obsessed with cotton acrylic mixes lately. I don't know what it is. It's just a really great, like, trans seasonal fiber. Just, I mean, in general, it's really great for summer, but as it starts to move into like autumn and fall here in the next couple of months, having that acrylic mixed in, it's gonna be really great as like during the day, the cotton's gonna keep you like cool and like air wicking. And then as it gets chilly at night, the acrylic is gonna keep you a little bit cozier, but not too hot. Been obsessed. I've been obsessed. Oh, okay, another drugstore cotton yarn that I'm obsessed with, and y'all need to tell me if you guys have used it before, is the Loops and Thread Cream Cotton. That, for a drugstore cotton yarn, might be my favorite cotton yarn, if not like all-time top 3. The Loops and Thread Cream Cotton is, I think it's 87% cotton and 13% nylon. And so, yeah, again, cotton, we all know like about cotton, but I really, really like the nylon mixed in there because it adds like an extra like silky, creamy touch to the cotton. It's even, actually, it feels, the Loops and Thread Cream Cotton feels very, very similar to the one that I'm using right now. There's no acrylic in it, it's just cotton and nylon, but it's literally called cream cotton for a reason. It feels so insanely soft. It almost feels like it'd be like a chenille type of yarn, or like a polyester yarn, just like so, so buttery soft, but it's 87% cotton. And then again, with cotton, it's not typically very stretchy. So having that nylon mixed in with it just makes it a little bit more elastic. Did I mess up this stitch? Yeah, I've been on the cream cotton wave. I'm obsessed, obsessed. Okay. For Premier Yarns, you said the Ever Soft yarn and the Anti-Pill DK yarn is the softest acrylic yarn you've ever felt. Way softer than Big Twist. And the colors, y'all know. Okay, so Big Twist, pros and cons, super, super cheap. A lot of yardage, very, very soft. Some of the softest acrylic yarn I've ever felt. Cons, has a fuzzy nature to the acrylic, so over time it does fleece on me. I made Jordan's oversized men's sweater, that green one, out of the Big Twist yarns, and it feels so, so great. But we put it in the washer one time. One time. We didn't put it in the dryer, we just like laid it out to dry, but we put it in the washer once. And that mother clucker fleeced so bad. Like in my eyes, I mean, it's not ruined, but I told Jordan, I was like, I'd rather make you a brand new one with better quality yarn than to see you wear this fuzzy looking sweater now. So yeah, I'll have to try those out from Premiere. Buddha Cake said, we so want to see another plant tour again. I got you. I've kind of slowed down on the plants, but I have gotten a few more. So I'm down. Plant tour part 2. Like the easiest plants for indoor, the hardest plants, the most expensive plant I've bought. Where I go for my plants, I got you. I'm totally down. Okay, y'all, 5 more minutes. No, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes and I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. It's already 7:30. Did not expect it to be so late. Yeah, Alex, I've been on YouTube for 2 years and some change. 2 years and 3 months or so. And for the first 7 months, I was so inconsistent with my uploads. And if y'all know, I've definitely evolved with just like my style of editing and filming and just like projects overall. The the absolute quiet focus as I try to pick up a waistcoat stitch. Okay, let's read a couple more and then I'll get going. Why does my thing keep going away? Chloe's back. Daniel, what yarn do you suggest for making a sweater for a mild winter climate? Oh man, there's so much you could use. Honestly, 100% acrylic is not bad. It's not as like crazy suffocating as a 100% wool. If you're looking for like cheaper end, um, I would honestly say like a cotton acrylic mix. Um, you could also do like an acrylic nylon mix, even like an acrylic wool mix. Just don't make it too dense. If you're looking for more like high-end yarn for a mild climate winter, right off of the bat, a 100% merino wool or a merino wool with nylon mixed in. At the same time, you could also do a superwash merino wool. There's like a lot of different options. So yeah, if you're on like the cheaper end of things, cotton acrylic mix, acrylic, acrylic nylon, acrylic wool. I saw a yarn today at the store that was 80% acrylic and 20% baby alpaca. So that'd be really interesting. Um, but yeah, on the higher end, on it just right off the bat, merino wool yarn, superwash yarn, not too toasty, a little bit of breathability in there, more lightweight. So yeah. Catherine, you're crocheting with macrame and it gives me helicalysis. Yeah, macrame yarn is pretty rough, which is why I don't typically like to use like a macrame type of fiber to do macrame. I'll either use like yarn or there's actually a new macrame type of fiber in stores right now. It's the Loops and Thread Macrame Colors. It's 100% cotton, but it's pretty soft. Not like your standard like scruffy, you know. Amy said you're right. The cream cotton is so soft. Oh, here we go. Personally, my favorite drugstore cotton yarn is Yarn Bees cotton. I'm finishing up a cardigan in the cotton XXL and it's extremely soft. Yarn Bees that's the brand that's sold at Hobby Lobby, correct? I'm not going to get into it. I've talked about it so many times. I know a lot of you guys do not like Hobby Lobby because of their politics and what they stand for. Politics aside, the Hobby Lobby yarn is very nice. Just looking at the fiber itself, Yarn Bees, I loved. I loved feeling their yarn. Everything is soft. It doesn't matter if it's a wool yarn, an acrylic yarn, a cotton yarn, a tencel yarn. I don't even remember what they have anymore, but everything was so luxurious and pretty affordable. So I did like that brand. I haven't used it in so long. All right, y'all. I need to tap out. I need some water. I need some dinner. But you know what? Let's get a little bit of applause going because final update. Here is the sleeve. I have one more row to go, and then I'm going to go in and add this like little ribbed cuff to the edge of the sleeve. So we're almost done with the sleeve. And then later tonight, I'm gonna go in and just work on some ribbing here on the very bottom of the top just to kind of match everything together. But you know what? We're getting better at multitasking during live streams. Got the sleeve done, mostly, mostly. And here she is. If you guys go follow me on Instagram, you will most definitely see some posts of this top with Jordan wearing it and probably me this weekend. So if you guys want a little sneak peek and you don't want to wait, 3 weeks to see the video, go follow me on Instagram if y'all want. Again, I have all of my yarn pre-orders available on my website right now. I've got the new resin hook designs available. I also restocked a bunch of the floral hooks as well. So if you guys have been waiting to get your hands on some floral hooks, I have them now. I don't know when they're going to sell out. I haven't checked anything yet, but yeah, if you guys would like to, go check that out. If you guys have any other questions for me or suggestions, I'm going to head out now. But I turned on the Instagram story replies, so y'all can hit me up on Instagram stories. You can also comment on my latest video. You guys didn't see my video today, my studio vlog, go give me a watch. Hello, that's how I get paid. Go watch my videos. Thank you very much. And leave me some comments there. Let me know what you want to see next, your thoughts, your favorite yarns, what I should be doing next. And yeah. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye, everybody. I don't want to say bye. I have such a hard time leaving. But it's almost 8 o'clock here, so I need to get going. Love you guys. I wish I could see all of your faces right now. So sad. All right, thank you guys. Leave me some comments. I'm going to talk to you guys. All right. Night. Mowgli is napping. He says good night. Huh, baby? Hey, Mowgli. Mowgli? Say good night. Say good night. All right, bye, guys.